Hello students, welcome to Academic Aura. Today we begin with practice set 7.4 of the chapter mensuration. Okay, now see here, before we begin with the practice set, just understand this. Now in the previous practice set we had learnt area of sector. Okay, in the previous practice set we had learned how to find out the area of sector. Now suppose this is the center, okay, and there is a segment here. Okay, this is forming a segment. Now this part is called the segment. Okay, this part is called the segment. Now this is the radius. They might tell you find out the area. They will tell you find out the area of segment. Okay, they will tell you find out the area of segment. Now this becomes your minor segment. This shaded part, what I have shaded, becomes your minor segment. Suppose if I write here A, B and C. So this, okay, this part will be your area of segment A, B, C. They will tell you find out area of segment A, B, C. This is the shaded portion is called the minor segment, and the rest of this part in this is called the major segment. Understood? The rest of this part is called major segment. Now to find out, if they tell you find out the area of segment, okay, if they tell you find out the area of segment, what you will need is the radius you will need and theta you will need, okay, to find out the area of the shaded segment. Okay, area of shaded segment, okay, when they tell you find the area of segment, you will need radius and the theta. Now there is a formula. Now we know area of sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. That is what we used for area of sector. But now here to find out the segment, there is a different formula here. Area of segment is equal to r square, then you have a bracket, pi theta upon 360, okay, pi theta upon 360 minus sin theta upon 2. We are going to use this formula to find out area of segment. So area of segment is equal to r square, okay, r square bracket, that is multiplied by pi theta upon 360 minus sin theta upon 2. Now for this practice set, theta we are going to take 3.14 only. Okay, for this practice set, whenever you have to find area, remember, whenever you have to find area of segment, take theta as 3.14 only, and we are going to use this formula to find out area of segment. Understood? So we will begin with the practice set now. Now see, in figure A is the center of the circle. Now suppose now here I haven't drawn the figure, I'll just draw it. Suppose this is a circle. Okay, this is the circle. A is the center of the circle. They have said that A is the center of the circle, and A is the center of the circle. BAC is 45. BAC, this part is 45 degree. Means theta is given 45 degree. Understood? BAC, angle BAC is equal to 45 degree. That means theta is given 45 degree. AC you can see is the radius is 7 root 2. Understood the diagram? That means here, so in the figure, A is the center of the circle, BAC is 45 degree, that means theta is 45 degree, and AC is the radius is 7 root 2. Understood? What we have to find the area of the segment BXC. That means this part, this is the segment that is formed, that is the minor segment. We have to find the area of this segment. Understood what we have to find? Now see, in the textbook they have given angle ABC. ABC is equal to 45 degree. There is a printing mistake, but it is angle BAC is equal to 45 degree we have to take. So that means theta 45 degree it is. Understood? So understood the diagram? So we will begin with the sum. Now see here, what is given in this, the radius of the circle is given. The radius, see here, A is the center of the circle, BAC, angle BAC is equal to whatever is given, we will write down first AC. So that means the radius of the circle AC, we'll write solution. Radius AC is equal to 7 root 2. Okay, radius is given. Then they have given us that angle BAC. We will write angle BAC. Angle BAC is what? Theta. Theta is equal to 45 degree. Okay, we have written whatever is given here. Radius is given and theta is given. Next, what we have to find? We have to find area of the segment. This area of segment BXC. That means this shaded portion, what is there, I have shaded here, that we have to find. So the area of segment we have to find. We will use area of segment formula. So area of segment BXC, area of segment BXC is equal to, write down the formula, R square, with the bracket, that means it is multiplied by pi theta upon 360 minus sin theta upon 2. Okay, write down the formula. Area of segment BXC, R square bracket pi theta upon 360 minus sin theta upon 2. Okay, now after that we will write the values. R square is 7 root 2, 7 root 2 the whole square. Okay, whole square. Then again put the bracket. Bracket means it is multiplication. You can put the multiplication sign first and then you can put the bracket. Now pi, I told you, is not given, but you have to take 3.14 only here. Okay, so we will take 3.14 multiplied by theta. Theta is 45 degree. So write 45 there, upon 360 minus sin theta. Sin theta, that means sin theta. Theta is given 45. So sin 45 upon 2. Okay, understood? We have just written, we have substituted the values, we have written their values. Now see here, square of 7 and square of root 2. 7 square will be 7 sevens are 49 multiplied by root 2 is also, root 2 also we have to square. Okay, so root 2 into root 2 is 2. Understood? 7 sevens are 49, root 2 into root 2 is 2 multiplied by, again put the bracket first. Now see here, this we can reduce this. Okay, we can reduce this to the lowest form. 45 and 360, suppose I am reducing it in 9 times table. 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36. Okay, 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36 and this 0. Again if I want to reduce, 5 1s are 5, 5 8s are 40. Understood? 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36 and this 0 as it is. Then 5 1s are 5, 5 8s are 40. Okay, so what I got here is 3.14 upon 8. Okay, what is left here? 3.14 upon 8 minus sin 45. Okay, sin 45, you should know the value. Sin 45 is 1 upon root 2. You should know the values of sin 45 is 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2 upon 2, and again close the bracket. Okay, see here, I have reduced this to this lowest form, and then what I got, 3.14 upon 8. 3.14 upon 8 minus sin 45. Sin 45 is 1 upon root 2 and this 2 here. Okay, now see the next step. Next step is we will multiply this. Next step is multiply this. 2 9s are 18, 2 4s are 8 plus 1 9. That means we got here 98. Understood what? 49 multiplied by 2, 98. Now see this part. How to solve this part I will show you. Now see this part, 3.14. Okay, 3.14 upon 8, I will keep it as it is and I'll just solve this part first. Okay, 3.14. So here only you can keep it as it is. 3.14 upon 8 you keep it as it is. Okay, 3.14 upon 8 you keep it as it is. This part I will solve over here on the rough paper. I'll show you. 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2 upon 2. Okay, this is 1 upon root 2 upon 2. Now see here, this is in division. 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2. This is in division. Upon 2. Upon 2 means division. Division, if I want to write it into multiplication, below 2 there is no number, I will put 1 over here. Okay, below 2 there is no number, write 1 over there. Now when you write it into multiplication, 2 upon 1, when you write this into multiplication, 2 upon 1 will become 1 upon 2. Understood? See here, 1 upon root 2 upon 2 it is over here, right? So 1 upon root 2. Below 2 there is no number, put 1 first, and then see here, 1 upon root 2. Division, when you write it into multiplication, 2 upon 1 will become 1 upon 2. Now you can multiply. 1 ones are 1 and 2 multiplied by root 2 will be 2 root 2. So understood how you got 2 root 2 over here? I have shown this working over here. So here I get 1 upon 2 root 2 and close the bracket. Understood how I got 1 upon 2 root 2? Okay. Now see the next step. Now we want equal denominators. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to equalize the denominators. Now in standard 9th we had learnt how to rationalize the denominator. Okay, so see here, 98 I'm writing it as it is, 98 I'm writing it as it is, and in the bracket we have 3.14 upon 8 minus, I'm only going to solve this part now. Okay, 1 upon 2 root 2. 1 upon 2 root 2, what I will do is I will rationalize it over here. 1 upon 2 root 2. Now when we are rationalizing the denominator, what we will do is, see, in the denominator's place there is root 2. We will put the multiplication sign and we will write in the numerator's place also 2 root 2 and in the denominator's place also 2 root 2. Okay, I'm rationalizing the denominator. So here 2 root 2 is there in the denominator's place. So put the multiplication sign in the numerator's place as well as in the denominator's place. We will put 2 root 2. Understood? So now see the next step. 98 multiplied by again 3.14 upon 8 as it is minus, now see here carefully, 2 root 2, 1 upon 2 root 2. Okay, 1 upon 2 root 2 multiplied by 2 root 2 and 2 root 2 in the numerator as well as the denominator's place. Understood? Now see, when you multiply this, what you get, 1 multiplied by 2 root 2 will be 2 root 2 only. Okay, 1 multiplied by 2 root 2 will be 2 root 2 only upon, now see this, 2 2s are, now multiply this, just as we multiplied this in the numerator's place, 1 multiplied by 2 root 2 is 2 root 2 only. Multiply the denominator, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are is 4, multiplied by root 2 into root 2 is 2. Understood? Okay, see this, 1 multiplied by 2 root 2 will be 2 root 2 only. 2 2s are 4. Okay, 2 2s are 4 and root 2 into root 2 will be 2. Okay, next step, 98 multiplied by 3.14 upon 8 as it is minus 2 root 2, 2 root 2, keep it as it is, 2 4s are 8. Okay, now see, our denominators are same, we have equal denominators. Now what we will do is, we know we have to write the value of root 2. Okay, first we will write the value of root 2. Value of root 2 is 1.41. Okay, so first we will write the value of root 2, the rest you keep it as it is, 3.14 upon 8 minus 2 root 2. 2 root 2 means 2 multiplied by root 2. 2 multiplied by root 2. Root 2 is 1.41 upon 8. You can also write there, since, you can write here at the side, since root 2 is equal to 1.41. Understood? So why I wrote instead of root 2, I will write 1.41. Now we will multiply this first. 98 multiplied by 3.14 upon 8 minus, multiply this, 1.41, that is 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, and again 2 ones are 2, and there is a point after 2 digits, so after 2 digits put the point and upon 8 as it is. See, now common denominator we have got here. Again 98 multiplied by, common denominator write it once, and this, the numerator is in the numerator's place, what we have we will subtract, that is 3.14 minus 2.82. okay, again put the bracket, write the see, when you have a common denominator write it once, and this thing 3.14 minus 2.82, so we can subtract this 98 multiplied by 3.14 minus 2.82. okay, we will subtract this, 4 minus 2 2, you get 3 and here 0. okay, so we get 0.32 upon 8. understood? So we got 98 multiplied by 0.32 when you subtract this and upon 8. Now what we will do is we can reduce this. 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 32, but don't write directly 4. There is a point after 2 digits over here. See here, 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 32. okay, that is correct. 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 32, but you can see that there is a point after 2 digits, so we want a point after 2 digits. So what we will do, there is no number over here, put 0 and then put a point over here. Understood? And then again put a 0. So that means we have reduced this. See here, 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 32, right? 8 ones are 8, 8 fours are 32. Directly we cannot write 4. There is a point after 2 digits over here. So after 2 digits over here also there has to be a point. So that therefore don't just write 4, put a 0, put a point and again 0. So 0.04. Now what we will do is, what is left? 98 multiplied by 0.04. We will multiply that. That means 98 multiplied by just 4 and then you put the point. Okay, no need to write 0 in the multiplication. 98 multiplied by 4. I'm only multiplying 98 multiplied by 4. Later in the answer, after 2 digits, we will put the point. 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36. You get plus 3, 39. So 39, 392. Understood? What we get is 392. Now what I told you, after 2 digits there is a point. So after 2 digits over here you will put the point. So you get 3.92. Understood? So after at last 98 multiplied by, we got 0.04. When we multiply this you will get 3.92. Understood? Square centimeters. So this is how we get. I have shown you the exact the entire working. So if you understand and do the sum, it is very easy. So answer, what was the question asked? Find the area of segment BXC. What was the question asked? Find the area of segment BXC. We will write area of segment BXC is 3.92 square centimeters. Understood? So we have finished the first sum here. Now see the second sum. In the figure, O is the center of the circle. Okay, O is the center of the circle. Measure arc PQR. That means the measure of the arc is given 60 degrees. Okay, measure of arc is 60 degrees. We know if measure of arc is 60 degrees, that means this angle that is formed here, POR, will also be 60 degrees. Understood? When measure of arc is PQR is equal to 60 degrees, this angle, that is theta, will also be 60 degrees. Then OP, that means this will also be 60 degrees. If PQR is 60, theta will, that is POR, will also be 60 degrees. OP, that is the radius. Radius is given 10 centimeters. Now what we have to find is, we have to find the area of this shaded portion. Now you can see that area of segment we have to find. Shaded portion is a segment here. So we will find out the area of segment using area of the shaded portion region. We will find using area of segment formula. Okay. Now first what we will do is, we will write down whatever is given here. First write solution. Okay, after writing that, we will just write down whatever is given. We will say the radius, that is the radius is given how much? OP is the radius OP. We will say radius OP is equal to 10 centimeters. Okay, radius OP is 10 centimeters. Now what they have said, arc PQR, this arc PQR is equal to 60 degrees. That means theta is also 60 degrees. That means this angle is also 60 degrees. So we will write first, measure arc PQR, that is equal to theta. That is theta is also 60 degrees is equal to 60 degrees. All this is given what we have written. Okay. Now we need to find the area of the shaded region, this part, that means PQR, the shaded region we need to find. So we will say area of the shaded region PQR, write down the formula first, area of shaded region is equal to, this shaded region is area of segment, so this segment we need to find. Area of shaded region is equal to, write down the formula, r square bracket pi theta upon 360 minus sin theta upon 2. Okay, write down the formula. After that we will substitute, we will write down their values. R square is 10, so 10 square, bracket means multiplication, and then put the bracket, pi 3.14 multiplied by theta. Theta is given how much? 60. Understood? Theta is given 60 upon 360 minus sin theta. Sin theta is root 3 upon 2. Okay, sin theta is root 3 upon 2, and there is 2 over here down. In the denominator's place again 2, and close the bracket. Understood? So here see here, r square multiplied by pi is 3.14, theta is 60. So 3.14 multiplied by 60 upon 360 minus sin theta is equal to root 3 upon 2. Here at the side in the bracket you can write, since sin theta is equal to root 3 upon 2. Okay, sin theta, that is 60. Sin 60 you can write first sin 60. Okay, first write sin 60, and then this you can do it in the next step. Okay, sin theta means theta is 60 over here. Okay, theta is 60. So sin 60 is root 3 upon 2, and then upon 2. You can put write one more step over here. I'll just write it with a pencil. Sin theta is sin 60 upon 2. Okay, write this step and then write this. Now sin 60 we know is root 3 upon 2, and then this is upon 2 will come here. Okay, now see the next step. 100 square of 100, 10 square, 10 tens is 100 multiplied by, we will reduce this first. This 0 will get cancelled. 6 ones are 6 and 6 6s are 36. So what is left over here on the left hand side? 3.14 upon 6. Understood? What is left here? 3.14 upon 6. 3.14 upon 6 is left, minus, now this part in the previous sum I had showed you how to solve it. What we will do is here, root 3 upon 2 divided by 2. There is no number, put 1 over here. Okay, so now this is division. Root 3 upon 2, when we write it into multiplication, upon means division. Okay, upon, so root 3 upon 2, write it as it is. Upon is division. Division when you write it into multiplication, this division when you write it into multiplication, 2 upon 1 will be 1 upon 2. Understood? So 2 upon 1, you have to write the reciprocal, 1 upon 2. Now multiply. Root 3 into 1 will be root 3 only, and 2 2s will be 4. Understood the working for this? So what we get? Root 3 upon 4. Root 3 upon 4, and close the bracket. Understood? Now in this sum what we are going to do is, see the denominators. We can even multiply the denominator and cross multiply. Okay, we will do cross multiplication in this sum. We will cross multiply. We will multiply the denominators over here, multiply it, and then cross multiply. I'm doing it over here. See here, 100 keep it as it is. Okay, 100 keep it as it is. Now what you will do, this left hand side here, we are going to cross multiply. 6 4s are 24. In the denominator's place, write it as it is. 6 4s are 24. Now cross multiply. 3.14 multiplied by 4. This you multiply here and this you multiply here. So 3.14 multiplied by 4 minus 6 multiplied by root 3. 6 multiplied by root 3. Again put the bracket. Understood? Multiply the denominator and cross multiply. I multiplied the denominator, 6 4s are 24, and then I cross multiplied. 3.14 multiplied by 4 minus, there is a minus sign over here, minus 6 multiplied by root 3. Okay, now see the next step. 100 again as it is, multiplied by, multiply this first. 24, keep it as it is. Okay, multiply that and keep the 24 as it is. 4 4s are 16, 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5, and 4 3s are 12. So here what we get, when you multiply 3.14 multiplied by 4, you get 1 2 5 6, and there is a point after two numbers over here, so don't forget to put the point over here. Understood? So 3.14 multiplied by 4, 1 2.56 minus, now 6 multiplied by root 3, that is 6 multiplied by root 3. See here the value of root 3 is given 1.73. That means instead of root 3 write 1.73. Again this 24, keep it as it is. You can close the bracket. One more step we have to do here, because we have to multiply this. So 100, let it be as it is. Write this also as it is. And what we will do is 24 also as it is. We will multiply this. Understood? 1.73. 1.73 multiplied by 6. 1.73 multiplied by 6. 6 3s are 18. 6 7s are 42 plus 1, 43. 6 1s are 6. 10. So you get 1 0. There is a point after two digits. Put a point after two digits. So when you multiply, see here, when you multiply, you get 10.38. Understood? I multiplied this, you got 10.38. Again put this in the bracket. Now what we will do, there is a minus sign in between. We multiplied this. We multiplied 3.14 multiplied by 4, and we multiplied 6 multiplied by root 3. Root 3 is 1. Put the value of root 3, 1.73. We multiplied this and we multiplied this. After multiplying, you can see there is a subtraction minus sign over here. We will subtract this. Okay, we will subtract this. The rest you keep it as it is. 100, keep it as it is. We will subtract this. So we will get 12.56 minus 10.38. Here you get 8, 1, 2, and this is 0. So 2.18. Understood? So when you subtract that, you will get 2.18. 2.18, and this 24 will be as it is. Okay. Now see here. After two digits, there is a point over here. Okay, and there is 100. Now see. That means this point will go, we will only get 218. 218 upon 24. Understood? Suppose see, even if you multiply here, 2.18 multiplied by 100, see here, 2.18 multiplied by 100. 2.18 multiplied by 100 will be 2.18 will be 2.18 only, and put this 2 zeros. Understood? When you multiply this, you will get this. There is a point after two digits. Again, if you put a point after two digits, what will happen? You get only 218 here. 0 on the right hand side has no value. So that means your answer is just 218. Understood how I got just 218? So that is how you remove the point. See here, after two digits there is a point over here, and there are two zeros. That is 100 has two zeros over here. That means this point is gone. Understood? So only 218 is left. So this becomes 218 upon 24. Now 218 upon 24, we can reduce it to the lowest form. Okay, 218, what I'm doing is I will reduce it to the lowest form. You see, I'm doing the working over here only. 218 upon 24. Suppose now this I'm going to take in 4 times table. We will divide this, reduce it in 4 times table. No, 4 it is not going. 218, 4 6 are 24, 4 5 are 20, carry 1, no. Yeah, it is not going. We'll check in 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. 2 it will go only because there is 8 and 4 in the unit space. 2 1s are 2, 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, Now here 2 digits we are taking together. Whenever here in between, when you take 2 digits together, put a 0 over here, and 2 9s are 18. Okay, so I have reduced this in 2 times table. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Again here 2 1s are 2. 2 digits when I'm taking together, when you take 2 digits together, put a 0, and 2 9s are 18. What is left here? We got 109 upon 12. Now see, we cannot reduce this. So upon means we can divide it. We will divide this. 109 divided by 12. Understood? So we will divide 109 by 12. 109 divided by 12. Understood? Now see here, 109 less than 109 in 12 times table. 12 nines are 108. 12 nines are 108. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now what we will do, there is no number over here. We will take a 0 and we will put a point over here. Still this is less. Okay, 10 is less than the divisor. 10 is less than 12. It is not going, so we will take 12 zeros are 0. 12 zeros are 0. Again 10 minus 0 will be 10 only. Now we can take another 0. Okay, so it becomes 100. So less than 100 in 12 times table, we will take 12 8s are 96. 96, 100 minus 96. Don't write equal to, because we are writing the approximate value. Okay, approximate value 9.08. Understood? 9.08 area it is. So we will write square centimeters and then write the answer. What was the question? Find the area of the shaded region. The area of the shaded region is 9.08 square centimeters. Understood? So here we have finished the second sum. Now see the third sum. In the figure, A is the center of the circle. A is the center of the circle. PAR, that means theta is given 30 degrees. Theta is 30 degrees. AP is 7.5. AP is 7.5. AP is 7.5 centimeters. Okay. Now we have to find area of the segment PQR. We have to find area of segment PQR. Okay. So first what we will do is we will write down whatever is given. Solution. In here first we will write down whatever is given. That means radius is given 7.5. Radius, that is AP. Radius AP is equal to 7.5. Now there is no centimeters or meters, whatever. The unit is not given. We will just write it units. Radius is given. AP is 7.5 units. Theta, that means PAR. Angle PAR, that is theta is equal to 30 degrees. Theta is given 30 degrees. Understood? First what we have done is we have written everything whatever is given. Now we need to find the area of segment PQR. We have to find area of segment PQR. That means this segment we have to find out, what I have shaded here. We have to find out this segment. So same formula we will use. Area for area of segment PQR. Area of segment PQR is equal to R square bracket pi theta upon 360, pi into theta upon 360 minus sin theta upon 2. Understood? Write down the formula, then we will write down the values. Now R square is 7.5 square. 7.5 square. Pi we have to take 3.14 multiplied by theta. Theta is 30 upon 360 minus sin theta. Sin theta is, theta is given again 30. That means sin 30 upon 2 and close the bracket. Again, now we will multiply 7.5 multiplied by 7.5. Now see here, 7.5 multiplied by 7.5. That is square it is. So we have to multiply. Now see, whenever you have 5 in the units place, what we will do, 7 whenever we want the square of 7.5. Whenever there is 5 in the units place, here only when there is 5 in the units place, you multiply. 5 5s is 25. Okay, 5 5s are 25. What is there over here? 7. After 7, what comes after 7? 8. So 7 multiplied by 8. 7 is there over here. After 7 comes 8. So 7 8s are 56. So this is how you will find the square of a number when you have 5 in the units place. Okay, suppose if I give you 45 in the units place, 5 5s are 25. Okay, square this. 5 5s are 25. What is written over here? 4. After 4, what comes after 4? 4 5. So 4 5s are 20. Okay, so what we got here? 5625. Okay, 7.5 multiplied by 7.5. So after 2 digits you have to put the point over here. So what we get? 56.52. Understood? 56.52. So when you square 7.5, you will get 56.52. Now here we will do the reducing. Suppose 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 3 1s are 3, 3 12s are 36. Understood? So here we will write, after reducing we got 3.14 upon 12. 3.14 upon 12 minus sine 30. Sine 30 is half. Understood? Value of sine 30 is half upon 2. Understood? And then close the bracket. See here, square this first, reduce this. After reducing you will get 3.14 upon 12 minus sine 30 is half upon 2. Again the next step, you will keep this as it is. 56.52, keep it as it is. This left hand part also keep it as it is. 3.14 upon 12 minus, I told you what to do over here, 1 upon 2. Okay, it is divided by 2. 1 upon 2 divided by 2. 1 upon 2 division, when we do it into multiplication, 2 upon 1. Okay, no number, put 1 over here. 2 upon 1 will become 1 upon 2. So what we get? 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4. So what I got here? 1 upon 4, and then close the bracket. Understood this part? Next. Now see the next step. Write the left hand side as it is. This is 56.52 as it is, multiplied by, now here see here, 3.14 upon 12. I'm keeping it as it is. Now see here, in this step, if we want to equalize the denominator, we want equal denominators. Pay attention here. If you want equal denominators, how will I get equal denominators? 4 if I multiply with 3 on both the sides. Okay, this 4 if I multiply with 3 on both the sides, here 3 and here 3. So 4 3s are, we are getting 12. That means 4 3s are is 12. We are getting equal denominator. But don't just multiply in the denominator's place, also multiply it with the numerator. Understood? So when I multiply 3 on both the sides, 4 3s are, I am getting 12. So we are getting an equal denominator. So that's the reason I will multiply only this part, 1 upon 4 by 3 on both the sides. Understood? So 1 upon, minus sign as it is. Now 1 upon 4 I am multiplying with 3 because we want equal denominator. Keep this part as it is. Next step, 56.52 multiplied by, again we will keep this as it is, 3.14 upon 12, keep it as it is, minus 1 3s are 3 and 4 3s are is 12. Now see, we have got an equal denominator. When we have equal denominator, we write it once, 56.52, okay, 56.52, multiplication sign here, 12, write it once, and what we will do, we will subtract this, that is 3.14 minus 3. Understood? What we will do is 3.14 minus 3. 12 you keep it as it is. Now when you subtract this 3.14 minus 3, you will get 0.14. See here, 3.14 minus 3. 3 will be over here. Okay, there is no point over here. So 3 will come on the left hand side. So 0.14 will be as it is. 3 minus 3 will be 0. So understood what you get? 3.14. When you subtract it, you will get 0.14. So again, 56.52 multiplied by, when you subtract this, you will get 0.14 upon 12. Understood? 0.14 upon 12. Now what we will do is, we will multiply this first. Okay, we will multiply this first and then we will divide it by 12. So let's multiply that first. That is 56 56.52 multiplied by 0.14. Now 0.14, I'm not taking 0, I'm just taking 14 and I will multiply. Later I will put the point. So 14, 56.52 multiplied by, I'm just taking 14, but later I will use this point while writing the final answer. Now see, when you multiply this, 56.52 multiplied by 14, 4 2s is 8. Oh, I have made a mistake here. 56.52. I wrote here 25. While explaining, I told you it is 56.25. It is 56.25. Just pay attention over here. 56.25 I said, but I wrote it 56.52. Okay. So instead of 56.52, just make it 56.25. Just make it 56.25 everywhere. 56.25. So everywhere over here, instead of 52, 56.25. Okay. I multiplied it correctly, but I wrote it wrong over here. So it is 56.25. Okay. So now that 56.25, I will multiply it with 14. 56.25, I will multiply it with 14. Understood? 56.25, I will multiply with 14. 4 5s are 20. 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10. 4 6 are 24 plus 1 25. 4 5s are 20 plus 2 22. Understood? Now again we have to multiply it with 1. When we multiply it with 1, same digits you will get 5 6 2 5, 5 6 2 5, and then add it. 0 5, 5 plus 2 7, here 8, and then 7. Understood? So what we got over here is 78750 upon 12. So when you multiply this, you will get 78750 upon 12. Now we have to put the point. Now see the point. Here after 2 digits there is a point. Okay, I just multiplied it first. Multiplied 56.25 multiplied by 14. Just multiply it the usual way. Later you put the point in the answer. Now see here. Here after 2 digits there is a point, and here after 2 digits there is a point. So here after 2 and here after 2. That means total after 4 digits you have to put the point. So from behind here 1 2 3 4. That means after 4 digits we will put the point. Understood? Now we will divide. Now see here at last there is 0, which has, we don't take that 0. Okay, so we will just take 7.875. No need to take that 0. So we will just, now see here, after you multiply this, we will divide it by 12. That means 7.875 we will divide it by 12. Okay, 7.875. there is a point here. Now before the point there is 7. Okay, before the point there is 7, and 7 is less than 12. When 7 is less than 12, we will take 12 zeros are 0 over here. Okay, 12 zeros are 0. 7 minus 0 will be 7. Next you can see there is a point. So put that point on top. Put that point on top, and then you get this 8 down. Okay, then you bring this 8 down. Now 78. Less than 78, we will take 12 6 are 72. Here you get 6. 7 minus 7 is 0. Get the next number down, that is 7. Okay, 7, when you bring it down, it becomes 67. Less than 67, 12 5s are 60. 12 5s are 60. 67 minus 67. Again bring this 5 down. When you bring this 5 down, it becomes 75. Less than 75 in 12 times table. Again 12 6s are 72. Okay, 75 minus 72, here we get 3. Now there is no number to bring it down. So what we will do, we will take a 0. Okay, we will take a 0. It becomes 30. Now less than 30 in 12 times table. 12 2s are 24. 12 2s are 24. 30 minus 24, you get 6 over here. Again we can take a 0. Now see, 60 is divisible. 12 5s are 60. So here the division stops. So what answer we got? 0.65625. Okay, here we get 0.65625 square units, because there was no centimeter, no unit was given, so we will just write square units. Understood? See the sum. So what was the question? Find the area of segment. Find the area of segment PQR. We will write area of segment PQR is 0.65625 square units. Understood? So here we have finished the third sum. Okay, I just made a mistake over here. I had multiplied it correctly, but I copied it wrong over here. Okay, so it is just 56.25 over here. Okay, so we have finished the third sum.